Hello, and welcome to EDT 110R College Study Skills. This is a brief overview of how your online course is laid out in Canvas. I'll show you where to find and how to navigate the important aspects of this course. If you have any follow-up questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Also, some browsers may work better than others. Chrome is recommended for Canvas. If you have problems uploading or viewing anything, try switching to another browser. During this screencast, you will also be listening for the 3 keywords you will need to know in order to pass the syllabus quiz. I do this because the ability to navigate through the course site is important. This is a 100-level course, so even if you're a senior and very experienced, this course is required to be designed for incoming freshmen. This is the home page of our course. I'm in student view, so your screen should look similar to this one. This is only a sample homepage, so the dates and times on your particular Canvas site will be different. But before we go on, let me give you the first key word, email. Write it down so you don't forget it. Email is the first keyword you'll need to remember for the quiz. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the important links you will use to locate various elements from the home page. You can also get to the syllabus, the modules you'll need to complete, your grades, and the tests you will take. The tests are located under quizzes. Let's take a look at each of these elements individually. We're going to start with the syllabus. First, there's a little bit about me, the instructor, a little bit about the course. This is a copy of the Word document syllabus that you'll need. Assessment and grading, student and instructor expectations. And then down at the bottom, you're going to see the list of modules and the assignments for each one. You'll notice that each of the assignments is actually a link to that assignment if you need it. You'll also see the due date. Again, this is not necessarily your due date, it's just an example. And all of the assignments in this course are due by midnight, so that's important to know. I'm going to go back up and open your Word document. Syllabus should look familiar. Standard setup here. This section here, the biggest mistakes made by students in this class, is based on years of experience. So please pay attention to these if you're concerned about getting started on the right foot. Also, here are several student support services. These services are really important if you need them, so please remember where they are. And now, let's head back to the home page. And we will take a look at grades. Here is where you will see the points you've earned on each of the assignments I've graded. One of the nicer aspects of this tool over here, What If Scores, is that you can actually plug in possible scores, anticipating what you might have earned. Let's say you missed an assignment. Down here at the bottom, it will show you what your total is based on those what-if scores. But then you can go right up here and revert to the actual score, and they will disappear. Please note that changing your grade in here will not change it in my gradebook. But again, here are the due dates for each of the assignments. And also, in grades, you've still got that link to each of the assignments, so you can get to your assignments this way too. Okay, you can turn in any of these assignments early, by the way, and you can turn them in separately, but the final due date and time for the entire module is consistent. Okay, I just clicked modules over here to the left. I think this page is a little confusing, so I don't spend a whole lot of time over here. But these are all the modules that you will be completing in this course. There are 8 modules with 3 short tests, 1 test after Module 2, Module 6, and the last after Module 8. Not long tests, but there are 3 of them. You will complete each item in the module in order. And I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that in a minute. You don't necessarily need to come here to the modules page, but let's take a look at Module 6 because it has examples of most of the elements you'll see. All of the modules will begin with an overview. This icon just means there's text on a page to read. The first page, again, of each module is an overview with an introduction. Module outcomes, or what you should know by the end of the module, and then module activities, what you will be doing in the module in the order that you will be doing them. So I'm going to click our back arrow up at the top left so I can get back to that modules page. This cloud means it's a download, another content page. This is a presentation, content page, download, and this little icon means an assignment. I find some of these icons confusing to interpret, so I simply labeled each activity for you. Reading, introduction, presentation, assignment, reading, and so on. You're going to have an average of 2 assignments per module. They're not hard. Most of them ask you to apply what you've learned to your own situation, though. Down at the bottom here, you'll notice your second test. Please note, each test will only cover the content studied since the last test. None of the tests are cumulative. The first modules are open now, but you can't move ahead to the next module until you've completed the one before it. This way you can go at a faster pace if you'd like, but each set of modules is open only after you've taken the test for the previous ones. Let's take a look inside one of the modules. Let's go to Module 2, for example. Here's the overview for the module. Notice that under Module Activities, there's an extra credit possibility in this one. So, of course, that's optional. There are more extra credit options in the last module if you need a point boost at the end. The easiest way to navigate through this course is to simply use the previous and the next buttons down here at the bottom. The content is set up in the order in which you'll need to access it. So let's just take a look at a couple of these. Your next page is typically an introduction to that section. Please read it, it'll give you some information. If we click Next, this is a presentation. Now this is coming from outside of the Canvas site. Canvas gets a little nervous about this, so it's going to ask you whether you want to show the content. And yes, it's safe. You can show all the content. I think this happens twice in the course. After you've watched that presentation, click Next. Here's an assignment. It's locked until August 30th. So you won't be able to see a whole lot here. The introduction to the next section. Here's another presentation, but it is located within Canvas, so it will fire right up. Notice that there are rubrics set up for some of the assignments, so please pay attention to any of that. You want to pay attention to each of the elements if you see one of those so that you don't lose any points. And when it opens up, this will be your optional classroom etiquette assignment. Let's head over to quizzes. And these will all open up when it's time. So just remember, this is an overview of how it's going to look in this mock-up. This is the quizzes section where you're going to take the syllabus quiz for this particular pre-assignment. You'll also take the survey for Module 1, and all 3 of your tests are located in here. When it's time to take the test, it will be unlocked for you. You can just click the link from here or in the modules section that we were just in. I better give you the second keyword before we run out of time. Are you ready? The second keyword for the quiz is textbook. Write it down. Textbook is your second keyword. Let's head back over to the home page. Another way to get to the specific module you are looking for is you can click the corresponding button on the home page. That will also take you right back to the module list, that confusing page. This is the thing. You can get to the different pages and modules in Canvas in multiple ways, so playing around with it is a good idea. Over here is the menu for the course you're currently in, but on the side you can access any of the courses you're enrolled in. You'll also find the calendar. Calendar is a great tool because it's another place where you can find out where each assignment or test is due. Let's click to a place where maybe you can see something. Okay. Here are when modules for each of the assignments are due. The thing to note is your instructors, if they use Canvas, their assignments will be on here as well. So it'll help you keep track of the due dates for everything. This is really very handy. And then the inbox. This is where you can send me an email if you need to, or you can just use Miami's email. Let's go back, get out of our calendar here. And we will actually, let's take a look at how to submit an assignment. This is the last thing I'll be showing you in our Canvas site. We're going to go to, I think, Module 1, the Trice Locus of Control Response. What you want to do is bring up whatever assignment you're working on. After you've completed the assignment, you're going to click Submit Assignment over here on the right. If you've written it in a Word document, you're going to browse through your files to find it. Once you find what you want to upload, you click it. Click Open, and it should appear in this box here. If you need to add another file, another assignment, you will do the same thing. Then you click Submit. It's busy submitting. Up here, this is really important. If you don't see this check mark and timestamp, you may need to try again. This is confirmation for you that someone actually is going to receive your assignment. Or if you want to go to Grades, you should see the little document icon indicating that you actually submitted something. Now once I grade it, you'll see the score here. So, okay, back to the home page. It's possible that I've missed something you may have a question about. If so, please just call or email me, or if you're on the Middletown campus, stop by my office. And the last keyword you'll need to pass the syllabus quiz is success. Success. That's what I want for each of you in this course. Good luck.